Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is Skyrim, episode 12. We are a vampire lord by this point, and we were just going through this dungeon to try and get to some sort of fountain. I can't remember its name. Alright. So yeah, just finishing off looting bits and bobs. Lockpicks, whatnot. Just open that. What do I have bound? What do I have on now? Reanimate corpse, okay. Yep. So yeah, I think this is where I'm supposed to go. This is episode 12. Yeah, I've not been here yet. I'm gonna go bound sword because I never use it. Might as well. Give it a shot. If only I could hit them. Oh, okay. Well, they're pretty good. Oh, they're good at blocking. So. Okay, well that didn't quite work out. I might not use bound swords there. I can definitely get away with just using Vampire Lord. Let's get those last two things here. Alright. Vampire Lord, middle click. I am now the most overpowered being on Earth. Didn't I do more damage a minute? Alright, oh god, I can't remember how you... Is it shift? Control. Ah! Come and get me. Yeah, there we go. These are just powerful things. I really need to get a mod for being able to collect bodies, loot off the bodies. Also for going first person, because this is so... Actually, going first person is too important. I just want to kill all these guys in here. These are vampire thralls, they're not even really vampires. Alright. No revert form. I still need to get used to being a vampire. Back to my archmage existence. Alright. I'd rather have the mage than the melee unit. To admit, lightning is pretty good. Alright, this is just a little room to loot. I should have known there was going to be a trap there, but I'm blind, so don't worry. Gold, and... Really? Thanks. I didn't know they could even set off traps. I always thought they couldn't, but yep, you learn something new every day. Excuse me? Alright. I think I'll only go into vampire form when I'm trying to get levels or just a big fat battle. Because I have a lot more health as a vampire lord and the perks are pretty good. But yeah, there we go. So yeah. Oops. Drop down here. What's vampire servant? Oh, that's the yeah. That's the ability. That's definitely not a vampire. I do not have enough magic. Run. I don't want to die. Please. Not today. Healing. Play metronome. Go. Save me. Alright, Staff of Magnus. Okay. I should have quick saved. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. I'll get all this stuff back up to speed. Alright, We are back here and I quick saved. I've got the Vampire's Thrall instead of Flame Atronach. Atronach, who knows how you say that. And instead of using the explosive fireball, I'm using firebolt, which is much cheaper, much easier to fire. Okay, that was that Thrall did not last half as long as I would have liked then. Right, reanimate corpse. Fledgling. Move, please. Not resurrect any quicker. Thank you. Don't want any of that. Oh, I can rest in a coffin. Lovely. Right, I have been informed that if I do not feed off of a sleeping person's blood, then things such as my Champion of the Night and things like that, I'll get like Weakness of Fire, I'll get more debuffs. It's just like Weakness of Fire and stuff like that. That is probably the exit to the end of the tunnel, and end of the whole dungeon. That's how the dungeons in Skyrim work, if you didn't know. You go through the whole dungeon and then there's like a little door, barricaded door. That goes pretty much to the end of the beginning of the dungeon. Just to speed the stuff up. And that's the spring water, I think, coming through the bottom of the door. And I'm hoping this is flammable? Doesn't look like it, okay. Just need to check that kind of stuff. Alright, journal. I found an interesting book of short stories on the pawn shop shelves today. I don't think the owner will mind if I take it. I really should spend more time around the docks. These Altmer are too thin-blooded for my taste. Anyway, one of the tales in the book is an account of the blood spring of Lingir's Feast, a fabled source of power for vampires. It is a story I've read several readinations of before, but this version suggests that there may be located in Skyrim, in a ruin buried by quaking of the earth during the Second Era. Considering that my business here with Inquisitor Amolmer is, shall we say, at an end, it might be a good time to leave Somerset for a worthwhile diversion for the next 20 to 30 years. Perhaps I shall investigate this fabled blood spring. I was able to obtain passage from Alinor to Solitude by way of ship. No mean feat with this Nord insurrection going on, I assure you. I ran across one of my own in the local tavern and feared at first that it might cause problems for me, but it turns out that she is well positioned here in the city and has been happy to help if I keep a civil manner. We spoke much on my research into the blood spring, and while she made sure to point out that she thinks it's a soft-headed pursuit, she did say that what she's heard would point to the rift. After months of searching, I finally may have found a lead. While looking for a bit of dinner in the Villamay Inn, I overheard an old hermit by the end of Yokul talking about strange red water he found bubbling out the ground. Once I dispose of this soldier, I'll follow to see if I can find the location. I can't believe I didn't realize sooner. Yokul had been taking buckets of rock and dirt out of this house all week. When I realized that he's digging a basement, I snuck in to check if he'd uncovered the blood spring. He had hit a cave system that must be where blood spring was sunken in over the years. It was hard to see in the dim light, even with my eyes, but I would swear the water I saw pooled on the ground was red. Unfortunately, he woke me up while I was exploring the basement, and he dropped his torch on a pelt as I killed him. More setbacks. The runnels I initially found had passed through too much rock and dirt, but I've befriended some of the locals and we've managed to find the source of the blood spring. We've kept a low profile so as not to draw too much attention, and thus far I've managed to keep them to only attacking hunters and other dregs, but we'll need to set up a ready food source that won't draw too much attention if we are to remain here. The blood spring is not everything that I hoped it would be, though it is blood and gives strength, it provides no sustenance, and the power it grants lasts only for a short time and carries a weakening of the body and mind with it. I've had to lock the door to the chamber to keep others from becoming completely dependent upon it. When I've tested it on mortals, it is worse for them, for it covers only disease and addiction, with no benefits at all. Addiction. I may have just found a solution for our food problem. Okay, well it seems that they were luring humans and other mortals in with this liquid. And then, well, feeding off of them.
So why don't you just drink the blood from the spring? I mean, what was that?
Okay. I thought they were going to carry on, but I was discovered, so obviously not. It'd be nice if I could open all this. Like, these random doors everywhere, but I don't know how.
Over here! Yeah!
It's one, it's two. That was a lot easier than I thought. Vampire dust. Don't need the vampire armor. Oh, death hounds. They're horrible. I can't hit them through that, as I just realised. Let's keep searching. Uh-oh. Well, I was hoping that would not happen. Alright, well, I don't need to read that book again, so I can just grab it. Coins. Might as well take all the inkwells and stuff I'll never need again.
So why don't you just drink the blood from the spring? I mean, that seems easier than running a skooma den.
Alright, well, I would have thought they'd elaborate a bit more on what he just said, but apparently that's not important. He's dead. Alright. I'll take the... Oh, okay, now, Parallel. What's some heavy stuff I can drop? Do I have any dragon bones on me? That could be some... Yeah, there we go. Drop the 2 dragon bones, don't need to carry them around. Finish them off. Nothing they were guarding. Really gonna follow me into this tiny little room and then stand in the doorway. Just a nord on a table. Anything really interesting over here? Draugr. Resist fire. Nothing really I need. Let's keep moving. I have to admit, I've done the DawnGuard quest, or parts of it, from the vision of... from the way of the vampire hunters. That was pretty fun, but this is much better. That's a trapped chest. There we go. What would they even release? Like... Ah. Alright, well, quick save. What was that? There's nothing here that would kill me. Ah. Probably blades or something. Yeah, blades. Okay, walking onto the spikes kills me now. What do I do? Huh. Where do I go? Okay, so obviously not down that way. Probably not down this staircase. This is odd. There's probably a door I just didn't see. Or a staircase that goes straight up. Oh, great. Let's knock these down just because it's funny. Okay, that's hilarious, isn't it? This way. It's probably very dark for you. It's pretty dark for me, so I'm very sorry about that. But I don't want to increase my gamma too much. Pretty sure it's on maximum anyway, I'm not exactly sure though. Doesn't look like there's much going on in here. Oh, that opens that gate I wanted to be in last time. Nothing interesting here. Oh, this opened the door here as well, so I don't have to go all the way around. Such a well thought out dungeon. Alright. Some skeletons probably soon. Quick save because there's spiky things. I don't like the look of those. Okay, there's a thing up there. Yeah, that just died. Uh-oh. That's another vampire. Well done. I think this is going to be the perfect time for Vampire Lord. And that didn't quite work out. Well, I'm going to try that again, except be a Vampire Lord just before. Alright. Q Vampire Lord. Come and get me. Oh, perk available. Okay. I've been told by someone that they didn't get to see what this perk does. So 50 points to health, magicka, and stamina as a Vampire Lord. Can pull a creature to you from a short distance and choking damage, and do choking damage once it's close. Can conjure a gargoyle. Target is paralyzed. Okay. What else? Night powers and blood magic costs less. I got plenty of magicka. Killing a person with a power attack. Bite restores all your health. Okay, that's not terrible. Detects all creatures, even dwarven automatons. No, let me transform into an invulnerable mist while health, magicka, and stamina regenerate. That's pretty good. Night power, everything slows down while you move faster. Okay. Melee attacks do 20 points of poison damage. In combat, you are surrounded by a cloud of bats that feed on enemies within melee range. I'm probably gonna go for this one. Alright. Wait, what'd that do again? Oh no. Yeah. That's it, Master Vampire. Think you can kill me? It'd be so good if I could lift, like, pick stuff up. What does Vampire Sight do again? Yeah, I really need to get used to all these different powers. Alright, well.
Huh? Ha! Found you.
This is a vampire legend. Oh, set them on fire as well. How interesting. None of that I want. Did she just come out of that coffin? Huh. I would have thought there'd be a cool animation. Alright. Magic, active effects. What was that I just got? I don't know. There's a couple of coffins. That's where I just was. It all loops back to one place. This way. Quick save, because I don't want to have to do all that again. Human heart, flesh, heart, frost salts, Lady Soul Gem, regeneration rot. It's trapped. I knew it. I knew it. That's actually a cool trap. Ah, there's a little. No. Oh well, I just closed myself in a dark room. Nothing really out in that one. Oh my god. Nothing I really want in there. That's an interesting way of getting through a dungeon. Let's try and not set any of these off. There's one right there. There's one there. Nothing in the catacomb places. Nope. This looks like it's going to be really difficult. Major conjuration on there. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to kill him. Let him kill me. And then I'll be a vampire. I'll come in as a vampire. Oh, I hope I quick saved there. Nope. Gotta do all of that again. Well, there's not that much, but... Alright, control, take all of that. Don't want any of that. Want all of that. Okay, this might work. If he comes this way, I can set off traps to get rid of him. Uh-oh. I'm not prepared for this. Okay. Well, Vampire Lord, I'm assuming.
My thirst will be
What's Vampire Sight? Oh, that's like not night vision. I want to revert form. Search his body. Vampire armor goes for a bit. Reanimate him? Or is he really powerful? Yeah, I would have put known that. What was that? That was a weird effect. Also, if there's another trap and I die, do a quick save just in case. See if there's anything I can disenchant to increase carry weight. Yep, there is. That's all good. Yeah, you got level up. 14. Magicka again. Destruction. Still nothing really I want in here. Conjuration. Oh, there's some new perks. Casting Adept Conjuration. Bound weapons will banish summon creatures and turn raise ones. I'd rather have the Adept Conjuration spells for less. Take all that gold and gems. And read the research. Thanks to the more sordid past of some of my underlings, we found a way to add the waters of the blood spring into the process of turning moon sugar to skooma. It's far more potent and highly addictive. We've turned the basement into a den and sent out some of the locals with samples to lure people back, turning the disappointment of the spring into a ready supply of blood. We're calling it Red Water Skooma, in case any of the patrons happen to notice water in any of the corners. I found many ruined books in the chambers connected to the spring and will continue to study them for a way to drink the waters without the side effects. Mortals appear to become infected with all manner of disease, while vampires gain power but only for a short while. Many of the books I found are but tattered shreds, ruined by age and moisture, but have pieced together the origin of the spring, if little else. It used to be a spring sacred to Arche in the First Era, headed by the priest Lengir. I'm glossing over much that isn't of interesting to my search, but it would seem that the woman he was in love with was bitten and turned into a vampire, and subsequently turned him as well. They went on a rampage through the spring and killed the other priests as they cowered in the pool, praying for Arche's protection. And as we tore the spine, last priestess took the Viscera into the bloodstone chalice. Waters ran red forevermore. Perhaps this bloodstone chalice is the answer. Weeks of research and still nothing to show for it. It would seem that the bloodstone chalice is most likely the key to harnessing the power of the spring, but it's also clear that at some point it was removed from the ruins. I found an illustration of it which I have endeavoured to sketch here, but nothing else regarding where it may have ended up. Well, I have that, so that's probably important. Let's search down here first. Steel dagger, some red water skooma. Not really much else. I can take the gobble, it doesn't do anything. Oh, there's a chest there. Almost missed that. Nothing I wanted in there. Might as well have it though. Anything up here? Hidden behind here. They like to hide things in Skyrim. Alright. Oh, the spring. That looks like where it comes from normally. Fill the chalice from the spring.
It's really too bad. The little accident you had here. Completely unexpected.
Yeah, too bad. Lord Harkness' new favorite. Dead so soon after filming.
We're just lucky I was here to return the chalice to Bingalmo so we could make sure Harkon gets it back.
Wait, what? That's not what we agreed. We take it back together.
Idiot. You didn't really think I'd walk out of here either, did you? Bingalmo wants you close to it.
Well, that's just fine. What y'all told me to finish off anyone who got in the way. Never should have come.
Well, they need removing. Gently. Oh, that's what that is. That's what that does. Okay. There's scaffolding. I can raise her to 9 versions. Okay. Right, revert form. Okay. Your vampiric drain spell absorbs magic and stamina from your victims for 1 day, but at the cost of 30 less health. Can I drink it again? Huh, okay. So my attacks are more powerful, but I lose some health. Yeah, I'm only at 100 health. That's interesting. I think that's the debuff / buff they were on about before. Draugr, more Draugr, more Draugr. Don't want anything else. Oh. Alright. Expelliarmus. Open please. Oh, so I'm just like behind the counter. Yeah, this is behind the counter. Huh. That's cool. Let's take the money while I'm back here. More money. More schema. And I'm gonna leave. Oh, there's stuff in here that I did not see. Alright, let's get on into Skyrim. Oh, my vampire blood boils in the sunlight. That's not good. So, what does that exactly do? Weakness to sunlight. Oh wow! I have less stamina, health, and magicka. And while I'm in the sunlight, they don't regenerate. That's harsh. Wow. Let's fire a spell. I'm in the sunlight. Huh. Horrible. Did I pick up one of those blood potions? No, it doesn't look like it. Where is... Oh, that's it. Well, I don't need that. Don't need the goblet. Don't need that. That. Okay. Ooh, fancy. Okay, well, I think I'm going to have to end this episode here. Thank you everyone for watching. This was episode 12 of Skyrim, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.